Yo, what is up everyone? Anime Mafia here for another video. This is a redo of What If Deku had Alan Walker's powers. I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded, 3 weeks to be exact, but I'm here now. I wanted to redo this series because as I see, I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't really, I don't think I really, brought out the best I can with Deku. So I'm redoing the series now to fix like everything since. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Many people ask, what happened to me? With white hair, pale skin, pale eyes, scars, etc. It all happened on that fateful day when Hisashi, no, father, took me on that trip to the UK. This all started back when I was bullied by my childhood friend, Katsuki Bakugo. Honestly, it feels like a blur now that I was only a kid back then. I started to get bullied by Bakugo because of my red arm. I was practically born with a useless quirk at that time. The arm didn't do anything. It didn't attract or shoot fire. I was basically quirkless. Being bullied at that time was horrible. Katsuki was a menace to society growing up. But all that changed when my father came home after a while. I didn't necessarily call him dad or father because he wasn't there during my childhood. He wasn't there when I needed him. Hisashi took me on a trip on the UK, since he was a traveler and he was a performer. Despite me being quirkless, I viewed this as my father taking pity on me at the time. Hisashi and I arrived at the UK. I didn't want to work as a performer because I thought I would be bad at it at the time. My dad was a performer and I took on odd jobs for food and water. The people at the troupe were assholes to say the least. I was a very foul and rebellious kid. Probably was a coping mechanism looking back at it now, from the bullying and shunning, and the fact I was born basically quirkless. There was one clown in particular who really hated me. Called me Red Arm because of my left red arm. I was mistreated because of my lack of quirk. Beaten by this guy Kazumov, a bastard. I tried to fight as hard as I could, but I was bloodied and bruised. Kazumov, the bastard, would beat me because he blamed his misfortune on me, because Hisashi would outdo him. I found it very funny that Kazumov would beat me because my dad would outdo him. Something else. I remembered something else. My father. He had a dog named Alan. I loved him. He brought me happiness when I was down. At one point, Kazumov had tried to get me to put out glass in Alan's food. I refused. He almost killed me. I was watching Hisashi perform with Alan. I was jealous of Alan. He had the relationship I didn't even know I wanted. I was jealous of Alan. The dog suddenly pulled up to me. I kicked it hard out of emotional turmoil. Disgusted with what I did, I ran away. I didn't see the dog for some time. After that, I saw the dog for the last time. Alan was sleeping right next to a heater, an old-looking coat. Probably Hisashi's, Izuku said to himself. Izuku pets the dog to see if the dog is okay. The dog licks his left arm. Izuku for the first time laughing in a while. Hey, stop that. That tickles. Hisashi had called Alan. Since it was their turn to perform, I realized that the dog was just tired. Izuku, after doing his chores, wonders when Hisashi's going to take him back to Japan. Today was Christmas Eve. I wonder how Mom is doing. I hope she isn't worried about Hisashi. I hope she isn't worried about me and I. After I finished my chores, I walked up to Hisashi and asked him where Alan was. I then looked in horror as he saw a hole where Alan was buried and beaten to death. I screamed out and said, "Damn it! Damn you, Kazumov!" Izuku screamed out, crying. "Why? Why him? Hisashi, why aren't you crying? Don't you want revenge for him?" Hisashi realized that Izuku loved him too after he cried himself to sleep. He carried him back to the circus. After I woke up, Hisashi gave me his coat and hat. He took me into town and gave flyers. We even performed together. The crowd gave me a whole decent sum of money. A red-haired priest then walked up to me. If only I knew that red-haired priest was going to be my master. Huh. He asked me if I knew Hisashi. I said no because I didn't trust him. Hisashi, after having a conversation with Inko on the phone, then talked to Izuku. Izuku and Hisashi were out all day. They were cleaning up in a park. So let's make small talk with our young green fellow. Hey, Hisashi. For someone who's my father, you have gold eyes. Can I tell you something, Izuku? What is it, Hisashi? The reason why I've been gone for so long is because I was searching for my younger brother. I have an uncle. Yes, Hisashi chuckled a little. Yes, you have an uncle, if you could say that. We're both being chased by the Millennium Earl. Izuku asks, is the Earl some kind of villain? Something like that. A really, really ancient villain. It existed longer than even me. I fear that my brother won't recognize me since one day I woke up and looked like this. He looked like a middle-aged man. Yes, believe it or not, I'm actually 17. I was a kid at the time, so I didn't know whether to believe in Hisashi or not. Then, a lot of things happened. I tried to murder Kazumov. Hisashi intervened. But the Millennium Earl appeared and brought us Akuma. Yeah, lots of things happened. Mom even agreed to let me travel with Hisashi a bit more. He forgot about searching for his younger brother because of my left arm. The first night I played with Hisashi in the snow, and the night I performed with him. The first time I was truly me. But things changed for the worse 3 years later. Hisashi died on Christmas Eve, and I made a deal with the Millennium Earl. He told me before he died, never forget Izuku. Always keep walking, my son. Hisashi! Dad, get up, damn it! I can't lose you! As Izuku sobbed and cried for his father. Good evening. Hey, young man. A fat person then appeared. He looks demonic and cartoonish in appearance. This guy was the Millennium Earl. Would you like me to bring back your father? Just scream out his name for bringing back from your detestable god. Hisashi! Hisashi was summoned, but not in the way I thought. In some Gundam-esque mecha form, my father was summoned. Father! I was appearing to hug him despite his strange form. Izuku! He cut me in my face. Hisashi Midoriya, I command you to take little Izuku and wear him as your own skin. Dad, don't do this! Suddenly, my left arm reacted like it did 3 years back. Not my father! No! Izuku, I love you. I set Hisashi free that day. My hair turned white, and my eye cursed to see Akuma's souls. Everything else after that was somewhat of a blur. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part of What If Deku had Alan Walker's Powers Remastered Part 0. And this was something I was working on for, this was a little project I was working on for a while. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and please turn on the notification bells. This is Anime Mafia, signing out now.